I feel I got stronger. I got more explosive. I worked on free throws. Free throw percentage went up like 8 percentage points. My jump shot. I mean, I worked on everything.
Were you worried at all last year when you were projected to maybe be top 5 that maybe there's nowhere to go but down? Did you ever worry about?
I wasn't worried at all. I mean, if I was scared, I would have came out after my freshman year. But I'm always up for a new challenge. So.
How much did the lockout play into your decision to leave this year?
Not at all. I mean, yeah.
How about injury? Like getting injured again?
Not at all. I mean, I was just ready for a new challenge. That was my whole thing, and just ready for the NBA.
Could you have done the drills at the combine today if you wanted to?
I could have.
But you decided
not to.
What went into that decision?
Just talking to my agent, he thought it was just best for me not to do it.
Do you feel any team that's looking at you as stronger, maybe more so than some other teams?
I'll be able to answer that question after the interviews Friday, I think, tomorrow. So, but right now I really can't. I haven't talked to any team, so yeah.
Do you have a range that you feel that you've been projected in?
Can you say it again?
Do you have a range that you feel maybe that you might fit in between them?
I have no. If I just had to say, I'll probably from 7 to 14. Well, something I'll say, but I have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine.
If you say that 7, the Pistons are in need of a big man. Do you anticipate as you're making your rounds of workouts that you'll be going up against guys like Greg Monroe, Cole Eldridge, Efe Udoh a lot in these workouts? And if so, just talk about how you think you compare to those types of big guys.
I mean, we all had different games, and I don't know if we're gonna catch each other in workouts, but I'm assuming we will eventually. But I mean, I'm ready for the challenge.
When you say you think your range starts at 7, what type of contact have you had with the Pistons so far?
None at all. I have a meeting with them today sometime, I think, at maybe 7 o'clock or something. I don't know exactly, but I met with them today. So.
I know you're looked at as a guy, shot blocker, defensive type player. Obviously, Ben Wallace kind of set the tone for that.
Yeah.
What are your impressions of him? What do you remember about him from his heyday?
Really like Ben. He's like family to me. We work out all the summer. He's from he went to school at Virginia Union. That's where my dad went. So we spend time together in the summertime all the time. Talk to him all the time. So
you know Ben pretty well. What type of relationship do you have with him?
I mean, he always been like just like a uncle to me. He called me. I call him uncle. You know what I mean? He called me little bro, or whatever. So I mean, it's just like a family thing.
What's he told you? What kind of advice did he give you?
I mean, just to always play hard and just always go hard. That's his main advice.
What kind of offense do you think suits your game the best? Or a pick and roll kind of offense?
I'm more of a face-up four. That's what I say my primary position is. But I can do the pick and roll. I wouldn't say I'm a pick and pop guy. I'm more pick and roll. So yeah.
Do you have any insight into whether Ben Wallace is going to play again next year?
I don't know. I didn't think he was going to come back this year. So I mean, maybe it's sort of like a Brent Favre thing. So you never know.
What do you hope will separate you from all the other power forwards in this draft? Certainly a power forward heavy draft.
Right.
How do you
separate yourself? I mean, it's a lot of bigs in the draft, but I think every big in the draft everyone's different. Everyone does something well. Everyone's different. So everybody's gonna separate themselves just off what they did this past season, and nothing really in workouts that's gonna really show the difference.
How close did you come to coming out last year?
Wasn't close at all. I mean, like I said earlier, after the game, the Michigan State game, I said I was coming back. I was 100% that I was coming back, but it's just more just the mock drafts and stuff just blew it up, and people started to think that I was coming out.
Ever any regrets on the decision, or even now a year later?
Not at all.
Think it's the right move?
Yeah.
What did the year do for you?
I mean, I just grew as a person and as a player, and I really learned a lot from Coach Williams and my teammates, and it's just an opportunity I didn't want to pass up on.
Your dad being a former NBA player, how much is he guiding you through this process right now?
I mean, we talk every day about how you just have to just take everything in and just watch everything you're doing and just be smart.
Do you think that's an advantage that teams should consider?
I wouldn't say an advantage that they consider, but I'll say it's an advantage to me knowing that, like, my dad been there, done that, so if I ever have a problem, I can just call him and talk to him about it, and he can tell me all the things that you need to know, and just, I'll say it's an advantage for me, but not an advantage to the teams. But some teams like that you have that background, a dad that played in the league, but when it comes down to a team not going to pick you just because of your dad, I mean, it's too much stuff invested for them just to pick you off that. So,
what kind of NBA player was he?
I mean, he was more of a banger, a bruiser, real physical guy.
Do you think that that's something that you could develop into becoming as well?
Not at all. I'm more skilled than him, and we have different type of body. But when he was my age, he was slimmer than me. Then he got to like 260, 270 at one point. So, yeah.
When you're 25 or 26, what do you think you're going to weigh? Your frame looks like you
Right.
still fill out probably.
Right.
No?
I think at one point I was 230, 235. So pitting on weight is really not that hard. It's just what I want to be comfortable at playing with and how strong I want to be.
What were your impressions playing against Derek Favors this year? Of him?
Like I said earlier, the first time we played him, he was in foul trouble. So that's the only time I played against him. So I really didn't get to play against him.
Did you play much summers growing up at all? Or?
No, that was my first time ever playing against him.
Can you play with a guy like him? I mean, looking at the range from 7 to 12, these are mostly teams that already have power forwards in
Right.
place. Could you play with a guy like a Zach Randolph or a Blake Griffin? Do you think that you can maybe slide to the 5 a little bit in today's NBA?
Right. I mean, whatever a team needs me to do, that's what I'm gonna have to do because that's my job. But my prime position is a 4, but I can check the 5. I can play the 5. But I mean, going to a team like where Al Jefferson is, or Zach Randolph, whoever you said, I'm so different from them because I'm more of a shot blocking, athletic, big, and they're more of a a bigger guy, post player. So we all had different games.
How important is it for you to get drafted extremely high?
No. I mean, honestly, I just want to be in the right situation where I can help to contribute to the team and just get better.